Hello everyone, welcome to Julien and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we're going to have Julien. Julien is from France, but he's living in Dublin, in Ireland. So let's see what Julien has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Can you see me?
Yes, hello Julien, how are you?
Hi, William. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So tell me, how was your day today?
It's been busy, actually. Lots of work, but good so far and happy to meet you tonight because we've been discussing together to find a moment, so we finally
Yeah.
made it. So that's
Yes,
nice.
we made it now. So tell me, what was the highlight of your day today?
I actually went to Paris last week. I'm French, but I'm living in Ireland right now for the last 3 months. And I've been to Paris to meet my clients. And today the highlight was just to do a follow up of what I did the previous week and to plan all of the projects we want to launch for the following weeks. So that was interesting and busy.
That's amazing. So where's about in France are you from?
I've been living in south of France, but I grew up near Paris. So I'm from the suburb of Paris, so I kind of live in between. At the beginning, near to Paris, and then south of France, and then I came back to Paris
And why Ireland?
to work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can give you a bit of of context, but I've been working in the digital advertising industry for the last 7 years. Had the chance to live in the UK, in Spain, and in
Wow,
Ireland, especially in Dublin. It's a big hub for the tech companies, and I've joined one of the biggest company in the tech industry.
that's
So the
amazing.
reason why, yeah,
So you're based in Dublin right now.
exactly. The accent quite complicated for me right now, but it's okay.
And what do you like the most about Dublin?
The thing I like here is like because lots of people are coming here to work for these big companies, there is plenty of people from all around the world. So it's super interesting to continue to talk and to meet people that are from different cities to understand how their culture works, how to get to know them. So yes, that's super interesting. The fact to continue to live in this international dimension.
That's amazing. And you are planning to stay for a long while in Dublin?
I don't know, William, because life always changes. So I would like to say maybe 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 6 months. I'm just following the flow. I'm trying my best, and then let's see how life with goes like that. To be honest,
I love it. I think that's what life is about. Trying, changing, staying sometimes. I think life is about trying. That's what I believe.
exactly.
Julia, so tell me, all the time when I do the interview, in the beginning of the interview, I always ask my guests on the show to bring something that means a lot to them. So that could be a gift, an object, a picture, could be anything. Is anything you can share with us?
Of course, it's gonna be a bit sentimental, but I think I'm gonna talk about this one. It's a bracelet. It means a lot because how to say, it's one from my mother, and she passed away a year and a half ago. So for me, this bracelet is a kind of protection against life. So I wear it, just it's for me a way to remember her and also to protect me in my life. So I would say this red bracelet, and it's also the color of love. So
Oh, that's beautiful, Julia. Wow.
a bit
Oh,
sad, but yeah. So it's something that means for me. So
totally. Yeah, I think those gifts, from our parents, they mean a lot because, as you said, you feel protected when you wear it because you remember them, and at the same time as well, somehow you feel their presence, her presence around you, and I think that's beautiful. Wow, thanks for sharing. I know it's very personal, but I appreciate you for sharing that.
thank you. Yeah.
Julian, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Of random fun questions. So what I'm
Okay.
going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay. I'm ready. That's all right.
Let's do it. Right. So before you start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about or don't answer, always can change. Okay.
Okay.
Amazing. All right. So first question for you is, tell me one movie that you could watch over and over again.
Movie I could watch over and over again. I'm such a huge fan of Lord of the Ring.
Wow.
Uh, so it's also made me think about my childhood and things I was sharing with my big brother. So yes, I love this universe. I love medieval fantasy universe. So this is movies I watch all the time. So I know all of the replique. It's my kind of nerdy part of myself. But yeah, this is. I don't know how to choose between the one, second, and the third. But I would say this trilogy. I can watch it all of the time.
And when you think about your childhood memories, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Wow, so many things. To be honest, because I've been really lucky. I'm from a foreigner family. They were all immigrants. So they all moved to France. I had blood from Tunisia, Spain, Italy, French. So, just a mix of lots of different people from different countries that moved to France and work in Paris as in factories. So from poor family.
Wow.
And my father and mother worked hard, and they went to school. They started to have a good job just to try to do something different, and had a chance to do something because of their parents. So that was good. So yes, when I was young, we had a chance to go to south of France every summer, play near the beach, eating really well. So that was the reason. After a couple of years, my parents decided to move to south of France. So we are near Paris, but then after going on holidays every summer there, my parents were like, okay, let's try to change totally lives, to change jobs. So yeah, that nice memory would be that, to go to south of France with my family and enjoy the sea with my parents and my brother.
So you have one brother?
Yeah, I do have one big brother.
Wow. And he lives in France?
He lives in south of France. We don't see each other a lot because we've got very different lives.
Yeah.
I'm the one that is extrovert, travel, do parties, work in different places and stuff. My brother is more like with his wife, his dog, like the same job. He's building his family. And me, I'm more the one that is a bit everywhere and running. I don't know which kind of thing I'm running for, but I'm running.
Amazing.
So different lives.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Julien from France. By the way, my best friend, his name is Julien. I know the right way to say Julien, but I call him Julien since I met him over 10 years ago. He's from Bordeaux, near Bordeaux,
okay.
But he lives in Canada, in Montreal. So yeah, my best friend.
Nice.
Right. Next question is, what's your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
Something is gonna be funny, maybe. Yeah. With my previous flatmate, we used to love watching the Kardashian. That was, because I don't know why, but we were working a lot together, and at the end of the day, it made us laugh, just to watch this TV show, because this is so random. They are living a totally another life, and there is so much drama. So it's just to remember, because with Manon, at the end of the day, sometimes we're in the living room and we were like, what could we watch? And then it was just a random thing we are liking to watch on TV. So I would say that, because lots of drama made us laugh. So we liked it, just to, empty our head, our thoughts, and watch something very chill.
What's the biggest joy of being Julien? What do you like the most about being you?
Oh, it's something a bit tiring, but I'm super curious.
Good.
So and it's also a quality and something I like, but also maybe something that can be tough sometimes, because I'm curious about everything, I'm curious about people. So I'm talkative, I ask questions, I like music, I like travel, I like to draw, I like to take pictures. So when you're so curious about everything, you've got like thousands of projects, but then at the end you don't finish all of them. So this is my problem. I finished some of them, the main important one. But yeah, I always try new things. I play guitar and then I play piano and then I try to mix. But I'm always trying lots of things. But yeah, never finish. So
And where are you planning to go for your next holidays?
actually, because I've just started a new job, it's gonna be a bit complicated. For me, I do not really deserve to go on holidays right now because I have so many things to learn. But because I was living in Paris, I met lots of American people, and I kind of like the pop culture of the USA. And I've got some
Yeah,
American friends that invited me in the US. So I would love to go to New York. I've never
well,
been,
right.
and I have friends there. So yeah, that would be my dream next holidays.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it.
Love
Right.
it.
Before the next question, tell me what you like the most about your job. What's the best part of working marketing? Yeah, you said
Yeah,
marketing. Yeah. What do you like
yeah.
the most about it?
So I've been working in this industry for the last 7 years, as I told you earlier. I started to work in digital marketing when I was still a student, and I had the chance to move to the UK when I was 21 and started to work in the industry with media groups. So I was mostly doing PR, so press relation for brand on media. And then for the following years, I often changed jobs, but I always worked with the same media and then my network grew. So after a couple of years, I've been working with mostly all of the French publishers, but then after with European publishers and then international one in the US or other countries. So the thing
Wow.
I've liked in my job is how to connect with people.
Yeah.
And also my job is to highlight brands. For example, they want to launch a product, a service, they launch a new brand or whatever. They're always trying to find a good audience. So people like you or me that would be interested. And my job is to do the connection between the advertiser, the brand that want to launch something, the publisher that got the audience, and the audience that are you and I. So to do
Wow.
this three party, this match with this three party, and always try to find new ideas. For example, I don't know, you're launching a new phone. I'm working with brands that are in fashion or perfume or insurance, whatever. My job, what I like in my job, sorry, is always to try to find an idea that will connect people and make them buy, of course.
Wow. So if I would like to promote the William the Magic Box, to become a business, to go to the moon and come back, you are the right person to be working by my side?
Maybe, yeah.
You never know.
Like I've been doing it mostly for brand, but you are the brand. So your show, your name is actually your brand. So in my past, I also did something we called e-reputation. So
Okay.
how someone personal can work on his image. It's still like my job is to I like brands, but
You never
someone can be
know.
a brand as well. Yeah, we never know.
Never know you can be the big boss behind the scene of the Magic Box. Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's see. We talk in private, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Next question is: if you could make up a new school subject, what that would be?
New school
Subject.
subjects. Oh, yeah. Depend of me. I always wanted to travel, and I always wanted to work in an international environment. So I would say maybe how to understand better the different cultures.
Good one.
So because I had the feeling English is something very important right now because I realized when I was growing up that be able to speak English make you allowed to talk with everyone in the world. When I was younger and especially in France, we don't put lots of effort to learn English. I had the chance to learn English because I was living in the UK, but my level in English was awful when I was a teenager and at school. So yes, maybe for people that are interesting about it, how German, like it's general things, obviously, but we also have different culture, different codes. So
Yeah.
if you're interested of traveling and meet new kind of culture, just to have an understanding of how it works, for example, how to say goodbye, for example, in France, people
Wow.
think that in Paris we're rude, for example. It's a cliche about it.
Yeah.
But one of our rule in France, especially in the shopping, in the shop, is just to say bonjour, it's just to say hi. If you are going to a shop and you're ordering a croissant or pain au chocolat, whatever, and you're like, I want a croissant, people will be like, I want a croissant. They would be like, yes, and. But if you say bonjour, like hi, I would like a croissant, people would like, oh yes, for sure. There is no problem at all. So for example, in our country, you need to say bonjour. It's super
I see.
important. I don't know why, but just the fact to say hi means something a lot for us. And I would, and is that if I was, for example, someone from another country, I would have loved to know that, for example.
That's amazing. I love the way we explain that, and it makes sense. Sometimes when you approach a conversation saying bonjour, which is a very common word to say, I think breaks the ice. Somehow you connect with the person. The person's gonna be ready to help you. I think it's amazing. I love that. Wow. What's the meaning of life for you when you think about life, Julian?
Wow, that's a very deep question. Um, for me, and it's tiring, but I would say to take risks and to do not have any regrets.
Wow.
Because sometimes we're scared about something and it's okay to be scared, but we need to think about why we are scared about it. And I think it's super important sometimes to listen to the small voices in our head.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen and it's easy. Sometimes things happen also and it's tough. But I like the taste to take risks, try new
Yeah.
things. When I was 21, I didn't really speak English. My ex-partner was in the UK, and I was like, okay, I'm bored of school. I'm independent financially speaking since I'm 18. I'm in love. Let's try. You know,
Yeah.
Stuff like that happened. Sometimes I was like, oh, let's change job, but finally it didn't went well. And then I was like, oh, let's change country. And now it's working. So just to trying to follow a path, but try things. This would be the
Wow.
most important thing. I don't want to have regrets in my life.
What's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
Oh, I think that was this one, to move in the UK to meet my first boyfriend,
Oh,
because I met Dave. I wasn't totally out, when I met this man, and he kind of changed my life.
yeah.
So he's English, he's a writer, and he was living in the UK. Me, I was still a student. I started to work as a community manager, and we are living between France and UK for a year. And I wanted to do a master's, but this year I had not a really good year. And I was like, I'm in love. I had the chance to live with someone that I really in love with. I have the chance to move to another country. I have the chance to learn a new language. But I had 200 euro in my account. I was living in a small flat in Paris, and I was like, okay, let's try it. Life has changed, and we aren't together anymore. But that was a big risk for me.
Totally. I think, it's about navigating through life. People gonna come, you fell in love easily to other. No, sometimes you just fell in love, you connect with other people, and sometimes it doesn't work the way you were expecting. Life carries on, and new
Of
opportunities
course.
come, and it's that navigating through life. That's how I see. Tell me about your first crush and your first kiss.
Ooh, um, it's gonna be straight. Remember?
Straight.
Um, yeah,
Straight.
I'm gay, but this first crush,
Oh, I
it
see.
was
I see. Okay, okay. My first love was a girl. Actually, my first love
yeah.
was 12-year-old was a girl. So
It's a
interesting.
it's a funny story because we're it's her name is Anne, and we're literally in I don't know how to say this school, but when you are like 3 4 years old, and then
Nursery, like nursery.
yeah, yeah, kind of nursery exactly. And then she was my first crush, and now she's my oldest best friend. So
What?
I'm 29, and we met when we were 4 years old. So it was
Wow.
our actually first kiss, and now she's like my sister. So
Wow. Okay, so she's watching this interview right now and have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? You can say in French first, and after you can translate in English. She's watching.
something to her. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
can tell something fresh. Non, je pourrais lui dire que c'était notre premier crush. Elle le sait aussi. Et on trouve ça mignon. Et souvent, quand on y repense aujourd'hui, ça nous fait sourire. Oh, and in English, what I just say is when we think about that moment, it made me laugh because we are really young. And when we are presenting ourselves to people, we're like, yes, that was my first crush. So
Oh, sweet. And you're still very close. You're still very good friends.
yeah, yeah, we're very good friends.
Oh,
I like
amazing.
to keep and maintain my friendships.
Yeah.
Uh, and because, we I have friends now that are living a bit everywhere in different countries, so it's important for me to maintain that connection.
Totally. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Do you like dancing?
I do.
Amazing.
We
Okay,
used
next question.
to. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, carry on. Say.
No, when we were teenagers with my friends, we used to love electronic music and techno music. So for the pleasure of our parents, we are taking buses to go to different countries, then dancing for festivals for like 2 days, and then going back.
Wow.
So we know how to dance the shuffle dance. I won't do it to you right now, William, but I still know how to do it. The Running Man dance.
Which one is that? I don't see which one is that. The
Do you know this music? What's the name again? LMFAO Party Rock Anthem. Do you remember this music? Ah, na, 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 this tonight. Ah, na, 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 shuffling. And then they were dancing like that. No, we don't remember.
right.
I'm a bad singer. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Next question is: are you a
Yeah,
cat or a dog person? And if you could be an animal, which one that would be and why?
it's a really good example because I'm such a cat.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know. The thing is, I'm super extrovert and I like to be surrounded about people. But all of a sudden, my when I have like zero social battery, I'm like a cat. So I'm gonna be like, like I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm just in my room with my headphone, listening to my music, and I can't talk with anyone. So I'm
Wow.
gonna be really close to you, asking for attention, especially in relationship, and then all of a sudden my brain's gonna switch, and I don't want to be touched and talk with anyone. So it's a bit complicated. So I
Let
would
me
say cat.
let me touch you.
No, it's fine. I'm friendly right now. You can.
Um, Tell me, what will be the title of your memoir one day?
Uh, we spoke about it earlier, but yeah, like the fact of trying to take risks and where
Hmm.
these risks make help me to meet new people, to try new things, new job, and to help me to understand me better. I
Hmm.
have the feeling that I grow. I've seen so many things to learn. Uh, but yeah, the power of taking risks and to learn about it.
Amazing. I love that. I think taking risks can be a bit scary, can be a bit like, challenge, but it's the way to go. You need to take risk. You need to try. You know what I mean? I think the way to go. Life is always challenging us. And I think when you're going to take a risk, and if you feel these butterflies, this is scary, it's because a good sign. Because if you're gonna do something and you don't feel anything, maybe it's not maybe it's not something that gives excitement. So I believe when you're gonna take a risk, if you feel like, oh my god, I'm so scared, but to do it, I think that's amazing.
The problem with that is more we are doing it, more our gray hair is coming faster. So we need to find a balance with that.
Totally amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do
Yeah.
it. So since you've been living in Ireland, in Dublin, tell me something about the city or the culture or about the people that taught you, something that you've learned since you've been there, about the country itself or
Yeah.
the city.
I'm gonna say maybe three different parts. The first one is more about the local, so the Irish people I actually met. I think people here are super friendly and
Yeah,
welcoming.
yeah.
So it's cool to see people smiling and asking, "How are you?" For example, every time I'm going to a shop, they're like, "Hey, how's it going? How are you?" I'm like, "Yes, and you? How are you?" But it's not something we are doing in my country, for example. We're just gonna say hi. Or we are going to say hi with people but not with someone in a shop. So yes, the fact that people here are very welcoming and friendly, this is good. I think it's good for the mental health.
Right.
The second part is all of the international people I met here. For
Yep.
example, here I'm living in a residential, and there is so many people from different countries, especially in Europe. So to feel this atmosphere here. So for example, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was in a park invited by a new friend, and we are 10 sitting in that park with 10 different nationalities. So that was
Wow.
super interesting.
Wow.
And the last part would say in my job, because it's the European headquarter. So there is maybe between 8,000, 10,000 employees. So it's just a world, it's a campus. It's very surprising for me because I've never worked for a company that big. But yeah, just to feel this energy, all of these people that they're clever, they want to try things, work for different markets. And that company, I had the feeling everyone has a story to tell, has something different. So it's super interesting for me to share about experiences with all of the people I met at work.
Amazing. Next question is, what's something not many people know about you?
Oh, it's going to be a bit generalist, but I think sometimes I can be a bit sensitive. But because of life experience, I've stopped to show it. I keep lots of things to myself. I don't want to show sometimes if I'm sad or because, let's say, because of life, because we've been all through things complicated. When sometime I'm having a bad day, I'm trying to do not do as I would call a transfer.
Okay.
So sometimes, of course, I have my best friend, and sometimes like, oh, something bad happened. But I'm trying now to be positive as possible. And if something for me doesn't went well, I'm trying to keep it by myself. Sometimes, of course, it's cool to talk about it, but I'm trying to keep it for myself. So yes. So I will always try to smile or to be neutral, but I would never show now when I'm sad.
Do you cry easily, Julien?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Okay.
Voilà. That's all.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I mean, not wrong with that. I think, that's not right or wrong. That's how you feel. That's how, you approach life, for sure.
Yeah.
Last question. Let's do it. Last one. Okay, before the last question, if you can talk, are you okay to talk about your mom?
Yeah,
of course. When you think about her, tell me, what's the best memory that comes to your mind, or tell me something about her that, when you think about her, this situation or this lesson or this conversation always comes to your mind.
The things that I'm kind of proud is that she never gave up. When I was a teenager, I was not really good at school. I was, I told you I was doing parties in Europe. I was 16 and, but she believed in me and she never gave up. So I'm grateful about it because of that, my life has changed so much.
Wow.
And because of her help, my life path totally changed. I had a chance to travel, to meet people, to do a job I love. So I want to thank her about it. And yeah, just to felt always support,
Yeah.
Every time I was saying to her, like, oh, I'd like to move to the UK. Oh, I want to change job. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to try that. She was always like, okay, let's try it. I trust you.
Wow.
So, this power, like, okay, please do it. I'm sure you will do your best. I'm here to support. I'm here to listen to you. But do it if you feel happy of doing it. I trust you. So the trust, I would say.
Beautiful. Last question is, where do you see yourself living when you retire?
Oh, in a beautiful island, I think. I went to see my best friend Manon 2-3 years ago in Indonesia, in Bali. That was my most beautiful trip, to be honest. And yeah, my retire is going to be in a long time, so I have still lots of years to work. But yeah, maybe to finish my day on a beautiful house, maybe if I can do it. But to watch the sunsets, because in Thailand, in Indonesia, etc., the beach are amazing, and you can see the most beautiful sunset of the world. So just to think about my life and trying to do not have regrets when I will be an old person. And yeah, enjoying a sunset, enjoying a massage, continue to relax and to be ready for the death, actually.
Amazing. Very good. Right, so then yet, let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to say some words, just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay? Let's start with money.
Oh. We say freedom.
Fear.
Uh, feel.
Say again? Feel.
To feel.
Ah,
Feel.
okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah. Life.
Um, ooh, wow. Um, the topic was risks. So risks.
Okay. Love.
Ooh. Um, tough.
It can be.
Complicated.
Family.
Oh, support.
Religion.
Hope.
Sex.
Good.
Good. Politics.
Important.
Important. Yeah. Important and good.
Important and good. Depend with who, but yeah, I would say important.
Friendship.
Oh, love.
Politics.
Neutral.
Regret.
Not necessary.
Desire.
Ooh, mm, good and can be tricky as well.
Success.
Depend of what.
Wish.
Um, important.
Happiness.
Oh, a goal of life.
I see. One word for Dublin.
Um, new chapter.
One word for France.
Croissant.
Oh, I love it.
My country. I don't know.
And the last one now. One word for marketing.
Oh, trend.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet our best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, define Julia in one positive and one negative word only. What your best friend would say about you.
Oh wow, I have the feeling to do like a job interview like 7 years ago, and I was always didn't have any answer for that one. A positive a positive things. I would say I'm welcoming, so I will always be there for my friends. I don't really show my feelings, but if someone has a problem or someone needs to talk, I will be always here to listen. So I think they would say I'm a good listener, and I also like to give advices if I can. Um, and negative things, I would say I'm impatient.
I see. What's your star sign of astrology, Julia?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini. Okay.
It's
Let's
a
play.
double face. The reason of the cat, you know, it's the two personality.
You have the same eyes of a cat. Your eyes, like a ice cat.
Seriously, the first time
Let-
someone is telling that to me, but I accept
My
the remark.
one of my best friend, one of my close friends, he lives in London. He's from Poland, and he got the eyes like you. And I call him Kotku. Kotku means cat in Polish, so I called
Okay,
him Kotku. Hello, Kotku.
thanks, Julien.
Let's play now, Julian, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Amazing. Okay, Julian, can ask me a question now?
We're talking. Can I ask you the one of the question you asked me? So for you, what does mean happiness?
Great question. Wow. Happiness for me, it means it's a state of mind. What I think all of us, I think we always try to look for happiness. It's a normal thing for us. Our brains always we try to be happy all the time. So for me, being happy, it's when you can be your truly self, when you can express the way you are, when you don't need to pretend to be anybody else for different reasons. Sometimes growing up or when you have moments in our life that you cannot be ourselves for different reasons. And I think when you can wake up every morning knowing that you're going to be yourself, you're going to express the way you are, without any judgments or even with judgments, but you're going to always be yourself. I think for me, that the meaning of happiness when you can literally be your truly self. For me, it's when you can wake up and go like, my God, I'm myself. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to always be myself. And I'm going to, it's a great feeling. So that's for me, it's the meaning of happiness. When you know that, you're gonna, do whatever you're gonna do in your life, but you are being yourself. So I think that's what is the meaning of happiness for me, for sure.
Thanks, William. Thanks for this beautiful answer.
Amazing. Did you enjoy the interview?
I did. Yeah.
Thanks again. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet, and also to be very personal and open up a little bit about your life. I think what life is about. And I love the way that you think, your mindset about taking risks. And I think that's what life is about, for us to keep trying. You know what I mean? Could be where you live, could be another country, could be far away, could be very close, could be anywhere. Follow your intuition and take risks. So I love your concept. Before you
Thanks,
go,
William. Yeah.
if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Oh, try to find a positive message. We are talking about friendship earlier. So I would say maybe it's important to keep contact with their friends, with people we met years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We all sometimes change path. But love is super important, and we need to understand that people we love sometimes think differently. But it's not because they are changing path of are thinking differently that the love disappear. So to maintain friendship and to always believe to our friends. Sometimes we can get argue or we disagree, but to maintain that, I think friendship is super important and is the family we build. So it's important to maintain it and to be always surrounded by people.
Beautiful.
With people, we are stronger. So
Totally.
it's
Amazing. Merci beaucoup.
merci. À bientôt.
Take
Bye,
care.
William.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.